Big ol' SEC matchup this weekend in Oxford. Alabama goes to Ole Miss. We've got a couple of quarterbacks in the game from Hawaii, but it's Tua Tagovailoa of Alabama that everybody's been talking about. But the other guy is who a lot of eyes are on to say, okay, can Jordan Ta'amu at Ole Miss lead them to enough points to make the game interesting? Well, he's thrown 7 touchdowns this year, has Ta'amu for Ole Miss, and most of them have been of the deep variety. Can they hit those against Alabama? Well, Alabama fans, let's take a look. All 7 touchdown passes this year for your opponent this weekend, Jordan Ta'amu. And if you're not an Alabama fan and you're in the SEC West, pay attention because you're going to have to play this guy too. Here they are, all 7 TDs so far this year for number 10 for Ole Miss, Jordan Ta'amu. First touchdown, it's against Texas Tech, and right at the beginning of the ball game, DK Metcalf down at the bottom. Watch the play, inside release, beats the corner, ball thrown up, safety can't get there, turns into a big play. Let me show you this. So you look at the alignment to begin with. Texas Tech, they're trying to bump him here, but really what they're trying to do is single high safety, stay in the middle of the field, soft up there, he's flat defender, so it's really 3 deep with a safety right in the middle of the field, right? But for whatever reason, they line him up, heads up, try to bump him. And this is the whole key in that Metcalf does not get touched. Throws his hand up, little swim to the inside, and it's free release. The other thing is, you see, Ta'amu's not really even looking at the safety. He's seen that pre-snap safety's way too shallow and inside to affect this out here if Metcalf can get free release, which he does. If you beat that tight bump coverage, the ball comes out on time, you get a chance for a big play. His next TD pass in this game is to A.J. Brown up there. Slot, essentially, but he's all the way out on the numbers. Line it up, beats him with the inside-outside move. Go back and look at alignment here. Here's what I meant. That's A.J. Brown, number 2 receiver, but he's lined up there on the numbers. Number 1 is just outside. So even though it ain't really slot because he's all the way outside the numbers, that's number 1. And look at here, bump man and bump man on the outside. Safety in the middle of the field over the ball, which is on this hash. So again, pre-snap, alignment, Ta'amu knows if the safety's in there and we get bump or any kind of man, I got all this room to work with. Then watch the route of A.J. Brown, inside move, then back up and out to give him position to get a throwing lane. Made a little inside move, now he's beat, and a good throw. Only 2 TDs against Texas Tech, but he had a bunch of other big throws, got him in scoring position. And as you see, because of that receiver group, they're getting some opportunities to pump it down the field, hit those one-on-ones. All right, first TD in this game, 1 of 5, is a go route to the outside. I'll show you how they get it against man-to-man, no pressure. Standing there, make a throw to the outside where your guy can get it. Couple things. Protection is good. You see safety lined up here in the middle of the field pre-snap, but you got 2 out here on the hash, and on the snap, what it is that nickel blitz where the safety comes over and now you're man across. Okay, so now you see him coming off the edge. Watch what Ta'amu does right here to the running back on the swing route. When he pump faked that, the man coming on trigger blitz stops dead in his tracks and just hangs out right here. Even though the man-to-man responsibility is this linebacker, he doesn't trust it. He just stops where he is and gets faked by the pump. He needs to keep coming because he's unblocked and could affect this throw and force an incompletion. That pump fake stops him in his tracks, and then you can take the one-on-one to the outside. So the little pump there by the quarterback affected the play. Look at the position of the throw. You know, it's right on the sideline, and that's consistent in 2 games. Is Ta'amu is putting the ball out here on the sideline, in the pylon in the back of the end zone, and keeping it away from DBs. He's throwing to where only his guys can go up and make the play. I mean, this was really a game with a lot of man-to-man from the opposing defense, just about winning against one-on-one. This time it happens with the number 2 receiver inside move, nobody in the middle of the field, good throw, good catch. You look how they lined it up. Again, there's 7 guys in the box on 1st and 10. And they're putting a safety matched up against this receiver out here just inside the numbers. It's also one-on-one everywhere else. And on the snap of the ball, the other safety kind of brackets over here on Metcalf. They just leave him one-on-one. Nothing in the middle of the field. It's just wide open. And there's no pressure. Again, the way they are playing this game, kind of wasting a couple of guys in coverage just standing on the logo. Meanwhile, he's winning here, and you get a win on the outside too. So you can either pick which one you want to throw a touchdown to. on this play. Ball coming out on time is key. When you flip those shoulders back around as a right-handed guy and he's moving into the middle of the field, a lot of times the tendency is to leave the ball out here and make him have to peel back and get it. This is a really nice throw. Just kind of lead him right up the middle of the field, make it an easy catch and a touchdown. Next one, deep ball. Again, this is on a 4th down play. Because it's 4th down, they don't have anybody back here going man-to-man. Bad decision. And throw it up top to A.J. Brown. One-on-one, easy touchdown. And I say easy to make it look easy, but you look at alignment again. Here it is, man, man, and man. And everybody, I guess, committing to run, but on 4th and 4, they get him. Hitch on the outside holds him. Easy release here to the outside. Just got to beat him. And whoever the DB is actually does a pretty decent job of turning and trying to run with him, but the ball is perfectly thrown. If it's underthrown, there's a play, and it's actually thrown perfectly where only your guy can get it, and as he often does, A.J. Brown makes the play. Again, if you see, ball's not left too far outside where there's just drift, it's not underthrown, you don't lead him back inside. This is a really good throw with practice where you're going to hit him on a dead run. Same play as earlier. This time they line it up different defensively, like it's going to bracket to that left hash. Instead, it's man free. And he outruns him, and that's a really perfect throw. You can't really throw it any better than that. Again, watch on the snap. It's man here. On the snap, they got the safety over on the hash, but watch him rotate back to the middle when you snap the ball. So he's picking the 2 receiver sides, safety coming back to the middle. Now it's which one-on-one you're going to take. Corner stayed on top here, so there goes Brown. And it's actually pretty tight coverage. I mean, again, he's running with him right in his pocket, and the route has widened already to the sideline, but that's where the ball is thrown, and a great catch over the shoulder, dive for the pylon. Not a lot of hesitation either. The ball has to come out on time. Watch his feet, stick it, and throw. Ball comes out quickly. Again, you know, that's plenty enough margin for a good receiver, good quarterback drops it, and that's a really nice throw. How much do you believe in this matchup? So much so the other guys don't really even run a route. You just snap it. You've already decided I'm just going to throw it to the one-on-one, take our chance with a 6'4" guy, and he makes a great play. So you go back and watch that. If you look at A.J. Brown lined up 3rd inside, how confident is he that the ball is going here? Watch what Brown does when the ball is snapped. Doesn't do anything. So it's predetermined the ball is going there. Give him a little bit of outside move. You're going to try to squeeze him to the sideline. It's all you can do. But again, the throw is the key. Not a bad job at all. Squeeze him, push him to the sideline. But the throw is put over the pylon in the back of the end zone. Receiver knows it's going to be there and is able to make a great play. No wasted footwork. Another key to throwing deep balls in the jump ball in the end zone. It gets it out on time. And again, it's all about practice. This is right over where the pylon is. They've worked on it a million times, and the timing to go up and get it, use your size. All right, there they are. A little bit of a look at Jordan Ta'amu. 7 TDs so far this year. That's what they look like. Can you pull that off this weekend against Alabama? What about in the SEC West going forward against Auburn and Mississippi State and LSU? It's a big question mark, but it's going to be fun to find out one way or the other. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring these videos. You ought to check them out over there at renaissancennation.com and let them know that you saw it over here on one of my videos. And also hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Radio Wyatt. That's me, at Radio Wyatt. Let me know what you think. All right, see you next time. See ya.